Hello, I'm Sheriff Kevin Rambosk, and I want to welcome you to On Scene.
Hello, I'm Corporal Jeff Farringer with the Collier County Sheriff's Office Dive Team.
I'm Corporal Stephen Barber.
We're here today to discuss rescue swimmer training for first responders, law enforcement personnel, fire personnel who find themselves on a scene of a submerged vehicle or a person who's just gone in the water. The training today cycle revolves around doing surface recoveries, someone who's on the surface in a situation where we need to get out to them with proper flotation devices, or shallow water recoveries of a person who's just gone underwater, and infecting a quick recovery out of the water can be a matter of life or death.
We start out the class with a classroom presentation where we discuss the stages of drowning, either an active drowning person or a passive drowning person, and then we enter into the pool and practice some hands-on techniques to perform the rescue or the recovery of the person at the bottom.
Stand up. He's laying on the bottom. He is an unconscious drowning victim who's just been down there a minute or two, okay? You gotta take, if it's a really crappy environment, whatever, even if you grab him by the shirt or grab onto something and bring him up, that's gonna work. But what I would prefer you do is to take your right arm and put your right arm over his right shoulder and grab onto something like this. That leaves me able to inflate my vest. Now I'm underwater. I'm going to demonstrate. You guys will see me do it first. I'm totally underwater. I grab onto him. I swim to the surface. So good. Keep him underwater. Good. Inflate that vest. Good. Now roll him over. Roll him up on your side. Put your arm over my arm. Readjust. There you go. Feel that? A lot nicer. Kick. Beautiful. Beautiful. Nicely done. Good kick. Good. Now roll him up on that right hip. There you go. Nice job. We started this training after we had a few incidents this past year of first responders, sheriff's deputies, law enforcement officers going in the water when we've had a call for a person who had drowned. What I call it is the sheepdog syndrome. We have found over the years that fire personnel and law enforcement personnel are going to enter the water if there's a victim in the water. It's their nature. So with this proper training, we'll be able to show them safe techniques to be able to enter the water and effect a safe recovery, and at the same time being able to do that while they're still keeping themselves in a safe situation. There you go. He's right down there somewhere. He's right down there. Good grab. Beautiful. Keep him down, keep him down. Don't worry about him. Self-inflated. There you go. There you go. Now get your arm adjustments. There it is. Perfect. Get him up on the hip. There you go. Am I going the right direction? Slow down and make sure that you're doing your techniques and you're not getting yourself jammed up. You dive down, you grab onto them just like you did. You've been grabbing an article of clothing. That's what I would do. Once you get going, you know you got to adjust your arm, get them adjusted, come up to the surface, make sure it's your right hand, get yourself inflated and start bringing them back, okay?
We recommend that all safety personnel, either fire or law enforcement, take this class so if they find themselves in a water rescue type situation, they are prepared.
My dad says to always be alert and watch for cars while walking to and from school. He also tells me that drivers should pay close attention to signs like this one. And remember, the speed limit is 20, so watch for children like me. Also pay attention to school buses as they make many stops. If you see the sign blinking, that means stop. My dad says that by working together, we will have a safe and great school year. Hi, Dad.
Hi, Emery.
I'm Sergeant Tim Cornelius with the Collier County Sheriff's Office Traffic Unit, Safety and Traffic Enforcement Bureau. Been with the Sheriff's Office for almost 22 years. Been with the DUI Enforcement Section since 1999, doing basically anything alcohol related, traffic crash investigations, impaired drivers, getting them off the road. Currently supervise a shift of deputies that go out and do just the same thing that I do every single day. They find somebody that's been driving, that shouldn't be driving because they've had too much to drink, they make the arrest, process them, and get them off the streets. Maybe the parking lot of the Steak and Shake. It's a Pontiac. Stop. Just stopped the last car for racing with another vehicle on Pine Ridge Road. Took off really fast from the start, get up to the intersection. I got one of them on radar, don't know which one it was. Young kid, they just don't realize what kind of injuries they can cause when they're out driving like that on the roadway and end up hitting somebody else. We just had a crash like that not too long ago where a couple people were killed from a couple racing cars that they didn't even see apparently when they made their turn and got struck by them. So it's important that they understand that it could take somebody's life because they want to show off their car or do something cool. So here in Collier County, our roads are pretty safe as far as impaired drivers go. Between the enforcement that we do every night, the education that gets done, especially in the schools with our youth relations people and traffic enforcement people, we're getting the message out, and that seems to be helping. Over the last few years, our total number of arrests have actually declined, which is a good thing, that hopefully we're getting those people not to drive before they might have. We also have support from, strangely, from the cab companies. There seem to be more cabs, which is helping, and people are actually using that instead of driving. It's just important that we get to the people that don't plan ahead and don't think about what they're going to do once they get to a bar or somewhere and they get drinking. They need to have that plan in place to begin with. That way when they get there and the alcohol starts affecting them, they don't drink and drive. Our efforts are going along pretty well, but unfortunately there's still a diehard group that either doesn't care or gets out there and just doesn't think about what they're doing, and they end up getting out behind the wheel when they shouldn't be. Of course, we're there for them. Hopefully we can get to them before they actually get involved in a crash and hurt themselves or somebody else. Stop here because I don't like the way that's going. Naples Tango 410, signal 75.
Tango 410.
and so on until you get to 9. When you get to the last step down here, the foot that's in front on the line, take the back foot, take a couple small steps like this. The driver that we just stopped in the Jeep, clearly poorly driving back and forth across several lanes, within the lane weaving back and forth. That's the typical kind of driving pattern that we see of somebody that might be under the influence. We stopped him. In this case, I had him do some field sobriety exercises with me. He consented to do that. Clearly impaired based on my observations of him and the exercises that he did. Unfortunately, he took the chance tonight to go out and drink and drive, and the penalty for him tonight is going to be going to jail. Fortunately, nobody got hurt. He's off the road, so at least it's 2 lives saved, him and the passenger that was with him in the Jeep.
Hello, my name is Sergeant Chris Gonzalez with the Collier County Sheriff's Office Safety and Traffic Enforcement Bureau. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about leaving a loved one, a child, or even a pet inside of a vehicle once it's off in the state of Florida, where temperatures can often reach over 120 degrees inside the vehicle. As you can see now, this vehicle is running with the air conditioner on. I'm going to go ahead and reach inside where we've placed a thermometer and show you that currently, with the air conditioner running, it's approximately 88 degrees inside. Now what we're going to do to demonstrate how hot a vehicle will get is we're going to go ahead and turn this vehicle off. On the dashboard we got a pan. We're going to stick an egg in that pan and then let you know how long it's going to take before it gets so hot that it'll actually cook that egg. This is an example of how hot it gets inside of a vehicle. Actually, did you notice that our thermometer that we placed inside the vehicle actually busted? This illustration is just an example of how quickly temperatures can rise. As a reminder, please do not leave anyone or any pets inside of a vehicle.
We hope you've enjoyed our program, and we look forward to seeing you next month. Thank you for being our partner for a safe community.